Somebody tell me why my dad is trying to kick me out. And the reason that he's trying to kick me out is like unfathomable. So I just dyed my hair, obviously. It's freaking red. It's ginger. And I needed to get some extensions for my hair because I hate having short hair. And the place that I get my extensions at is next to my mom's house. My mom lives like 30 minutes away from my dad's house because my parents are divorced. So when my dad got home from work, I told him that I was gonna go to my mom's house for the night to get hair extensions and put them in. He said, "Okay, Kayla, that's fine." Right? Okay. So I get to my mom's house at 5 p.m. because there was a lot of traffic on the interstate. It was busy and I took my time buying my extensions. I don't finish putting my extensions in until 8:41. My curfew at my dad's house is 9. I would not make it to my dad's house by 9. So I figured, I'll just stay at my mom's house for the night. Because if I'm 5 minutes late at my dad's house, I'm literally gonna get my car taken away. I'm gonna get grounded. So I'll just stay at my mom's house so that I'm not running late. Right? Not an issue. It's my mother's house, not a friend's house. So I'm laying in bed watching the new season of Tiger King, and all of a sudden my dad calls me at 11 p.m., which I thought was odd because he's never awake that late. He calls me, he's like, "When were you gonna tell me you weren't coming home?" And I'm like, I thought I beep, beep, beep. He hung up on me. And that's when I knew he was mad because this man never hangs up on me. And that's when I get a nice text from him. He said, Kayla, tomorrow I want you to come home after school, give me your insurance money for the car, pack your stuff up, and go to your mom's. Basically telling me to leave. Kicking me out. I responded to him LOL because I could not fathom that he was trying to kick me out for going to my mom's house. And he was like, "Kayla, there is nothing funny that I said." And I respond, I'm like, "You make me feel so sad." Then he says, "You make me feel like I run a hotel because all you do is leave my house." I went to my mother's house. I cannot fathom what is so bad about me going to my mom's house to do my hair. Like, what? I would get it if I just went to my friend's house and I was out. I was at my mom's house doing my hair. So, like, what did I do wrong? Like, my mother is still my parent. I'm allowed to go to my other parent's house. Like, I'm just, like, so irritated. It's like, he's gonna be home in, like, 30 minutes. So I cannot wait to see what conversation we have. Because my sister got caught with very bad things. Like, my dad went through her car and found some stuff. And she didn't even get in as much trouble as I am for going to my mom's house. Like, how are you about to yell at me more for staying at my mother's house than you are to my sister for having bad stuff in her car? Ha, that's so funny. That's so funny. Ah! LOL. There's nothing. So my dad is trying to kick me out. Long story short, Wednesday night, I ended up sleeping at my mom's house, my mother's house, my mom's house. And for some reason, that just really triggered my dad. So he told me to get my stuff and leave. So, yeah. The full story is my last recent TikTok. But anyways, Wednesday night, my dad told me, "You're not welcome back. Get your stuff and leave because you slept at your mother's house." He was throwing a temper tantrum. So Thursday morning, the next morning, I wake up early and I get to my dad's house here at 11 in the morning. 11 in the morning. I was here early in the morning. I did not leave the house once. I stayed here all day doing schoolwork, watching YouTube, yada yada. My dad gets home at maybe 3:30. And whenever this man gets home from work, he asks how my day was, just has small talk with me. It's been like this for years, every single day. Well, yesterday, he walked in the front door when he got home from work, went into his room, and then just left again. Did not say a single word to me. And he was gone for like 2 to 3 hours. So around 5 or 6, when he was still gone, I go into the kitchen to make mac and cheese. And as I'm making my mac and cheese, my dad comes home. So I'm assuming, he's gonna say something because I'm literally in the kitchen. He walks through the front door into the kitchen, walks past me, and is whistling like a maniac. This man walks past me and is going and ignoring me. Did not look at me, did not talk to me, was just in the kitchen making food while whistling. Huh? So then we finish making our food at like the same time, and we eat next to each other without saying a word to each other. Not one look at each other, not one word to each other. Very awkward. So then I go back to my room, and I'm just doing some homework. And that's when he says the first thing to me all day. He goes, "Kayla, take this dog on a walk." I said, "Okay." Took the dog on a walk. Then he says the second thing to me that he said to me all day. "Give me my money," because I owe him money for insurance. So I run to the ATM, give him his money, and that was the last thing he said to me was, "Give me my money." Not good night, nothing. Just give me my money. All because I spent the night at my mom's house. And I'm not doing one of those things where I try to make myself look like the good guy. No, literally what happened was I spent the night at my mom's house and my dad got mad. I wasn't at a friend's house. I was at my mother's house. Somebody call the ambulance because my dad's throwing a tantrum. My dad is throwing a literal tantrum. So I went to Walmart yesterday, and I'm on my period. I'm sure you can tell where this is going. But my period is not normal. She's not like other girls. My period is the definition of a pick-me girl. My cramps have sent me to the hospital multiple times because of how bad the cramps are. The bleeding is beyond imaginable. Like, I bleed a lot. It's bad. Well, yesterday, I knew I was on my period. I knew it was a heavy flow. But me being quirky, I decided not to wear pads or a tampon. Nothing. Because I just thought, I'll be fine. I was too lazy. We've all been there. We've all done that, you know. But this was where I messed up. I go to Walmart. I am wearing all gray. Gray sweatpants, gray hoodie, gray beanie, all gray. Like, I'm so stupid. So I walk into Walmart and I could feel Miss Ma getting a little bloody. But I didn't think it was gonna seep through my pants. And as I'm walking through Walmart, I literally went there just to get a blanket, by the way. So I wasn't like shopping around. I was just trying to find a blanket that I needed. Every aisle that I go down, somebody is staring at me and like I saw multiple people like staring at my badonkey. I didn't get why, because there's not anything there. So it's not like they're like, ooh, she got a fat. No. I don't know why they were looking, and I was a little nervy. And it did cross my mind, maybe you're bleeding through, Kayla. Maybe you're bleeding through. I didn't check. I didn't decide. I'm stupid. So I'm walking through the store. People are staring at me. Whatever. I walk past a group of girls, maybe in college, and they look at me and just start laughing, like flat out laughing. I honestly thought it was because of my makeup, so I just got really embarrassed and upset, so I just ended up leaving Walmart. I didn't even end up buying anything. I walked out. I get to the car, and when I sit down on my car seat, I realize something doesn't feel right. I take my hand and I do a swatch on my pants, and my hand, pick it up, it's just covered in blood. My hand is bloody. I drive home going very fast. Surprised I didn't get pulled over. And I look in the mirror and my pants had a period blood stain this big. This big. Honey, this big. And nobody said anything. Nobody said anything. Everybody just laughed, smiled, smirked, pointed, but nobody said anything. That is fake. I thought it was women supporting women, but I guess not, because nobody said anything to me. If I saw a girl walking around with a period stain this big, I would've been like, hey, sweetie, like, you need a tampon? No. So that's funny. The whole world is against me, I guess. Whatever. I'm so embarrassed that happened, honestly, because, like, y'all, she was prominent. So, yeah, if you see somebody bleeding through their pants, say something. Don't sit there and laugh. Because I'm still trying to comprehend what happened. I'm just trying to ignore it, take it out of my mind so I don't get more embarrassed from it. My dad is going to kick me out for this. Like, no questions, I'm gonna get kicked out. So my dad hates piercing. He literally hates it more than anything. When I got my septum pierced, he didn't talk to me for 2 weeks. And when I got my nose pierced, he didn't look at me for 2 weeks. Like, every time I would be talking to him, he'd be like, oh, I can't look at you, Kayla. And he would stare at the wall when I was talking to him. Yeah, stare at the wall. But now, I want another piercing. I want to get my bridge pierced. And right now, I have a fake one in. Like, these are just 2 septum ring balls glued to my face. But I really like how it looks. I think I would look really good with a bridge piercing. But if I come home with a bridge piercing, oh my god, that's gonna be the last straw and I'm out of the house. Not joking. So I came up with a plan. A very good plan. So I've been wearing this fake bridge piercing for the past month and a half. And when I first started, like, using the fake piercing, every time my dad came home and would see it on my face, he'd be like, oh my god, Kayla, what's on your face? You look so stupid, yada yada yada. We'll just talk about how much he hated it. But after a month of me wearing it, he slowly stopped noticing that I even have it on. He literally just stopped noticing that I have a fake piercing. So my idea is, I'm gonna keep this fake piercing on my face up until December 24th, my birthday. And on my birthday, I'm actually gonna get it pierced. And then hopefully, if my plan works, he won't even notice that I really got it pierced. Because I've been wearing this fake one around him for so long, he's not gonna notice it, or he's gonna think it's still fake. You're telling me that's not genius? I'm just gonna keep wearing this fake one around him to where he doesn't even notice it anymore. And like, before you guys call me a bad kid, which it is a bad thing to do, I'm a really good kid. Like, for the most part, as far to his knowledge, I don't do anything I'm not supposed to do. I have good grades. I don't sneak out to his knowledge. And the list goes on. I'm a good kid. And if a freaking piece of metal in my face is gonna make me happy, so be it. Like, come on, man. It's a piercing. They're not permanent. Come on.